Hi guys, in today's video I'm bringing you a little bit behind the scenes of a Harry Potter inspired balloon setup that I have. As you can see, I'm using one of my newest Kiara walls and neon signs for this setup. I have reviewed this before. If you haven't seen my video yet, check it out. And I also have next to it another Kiara wall that I have. I attached these binder clips as hooks with a 260-inch balloon, and these are going to serve as my little hooks for my balloon garland. As far as this is actually a regular backdrop fabric, rectangular one that I use some clamps and some of the binder clips to make sure it's tight and fitted, so it gives the illusion that it's meant for this Kiara wall. And again, you can find this backdrop in Amazon. Go check it out. And let's start with the whole process of this setup. Now, as far as the color scheme, if you're familiar with the Harry Potter theme, these will be the Gryffindor colors. So I chose this mustard green, burgundy, and black. These are all Calisan balloons, 3 different sizes. I'm using the biggest being the 18-inch, 12-inch, and 5 inches. Now, once I'm done with my basic garlands, I'm going to bag them so that they're not exposed to the environment for too long, and that way they can last longer and stay fresh. Now, as far as my setup, I am using some props. I'm using this round burlap-y rug, this almost like a witches on top of books prop from Halloween, actually. Some skeleton heads. I'm also using some of these wooden crate boxes and this little sign that I will put some decals on. You'll see the final product later on. But basically I'm using these to build my setup. I also added this little broom, like a witch's broom, to add more texture to my piece and go with the theme. So to give you a little bit of insight as to what I'm doing this setup for, it's actually going to be for my sister's birthday, and I'm hosting it at home. So the space is a bit limited, as you can tell, in my living room / dining room, but we'll make it work. And as far as the theme and why we chose Harry Potter, I've been dying to do a Harry Potter theme for the longest time, and she is obsessed with the theme. We both grew up with this, all the movies, so it just came natural to do a birthday with this theme. So I thought it was going to be very fun. And so, I hope she enjoys and loves the little setup I did for her. And here, as you can see, I have little mini garlands of 3 clusters, and I'm going to attach it to my backdrop using my 260 balloon, almost kind of like a rubber band bracelet, if you want to call it. I'm going to stretch it out, hook one of my balloons, so that way it attaches to the wall. Now, right now, as you can see, it's pulling a little back, and that's okay. I need to add the rest of the garland to bring it to the front. You'll see what I mean. Now, a very nice tip is to use clear bags so you know exactly what you're grabbing. And in here you can see doing the bottom part of the garland, and I already in my head have it all coordinated as far as the colors and how it goes from yellow to burgundy and black. And I'm going to attach again with my hooks. And as you can see, I'm like looking at what I have versus what I have on the floor versus what I have on my hand and see, okay, I'm going to bring it down. Listen, I've done this setup as far as I know for these garlands, and it's all about how you position the balloons. So I already know the amount of balloons I need, but like everything else, it's almost like a puzzle piece where you have to play with it until it fits into place, right? So in here, you're going to see me attach at the bottom, and then I'm just going to marry the black cluster with the yellow cluster with just a stretchy balloon, and that will bring my piece forward. That way it can stay in place. See, I'm showing you right here how the two kind of stick together. And I'm gonna, this is just basically the tree trunk, let's call it, of my garland, and then I'm just gonna embezzle it by like adding more balloons to it, playing with it until I get the look I need. Okay, now as far as the other garland, which is behind my grid wall, I just want to tell you guys, I did not just shovel balloons to the back and, you know, sandwich it in with my Kiara wall. What I did is I actually attached the garland from back to front with stretchy balloons, and I'll show you in just a minute how I did that. But here you see me like pulling, going back, readjusting, and basically like, you know, playing with the look of things. Now, you guys, for a regular setup, I'm going to be very frank, it would take a long time if you didn't know what to do and you're doing what I'm doing right now. Now, I'm comfortable doing it at home because it's my house. But for a setup, I always make sure that I do a mock-up of what it's going to look, at least the basic. What you see right now, that garland, that's my basic garland. So I play at home, I do a mock-up, take a picture so that when I go to the venues, I can go ahead and know what colors go where, and the process gets a lot quicker for me. Now, as you can see, I have a 260 balloon, the stretchy kind. I'm going to use it to hook this cluster to the back of my grid wall. And there's nothing to it, you guys. All I do is just grab the 260, use it like a rubber band, and there you go. You're just going to hook that into your balloon, and your balloon will not go anywhere. So in this case, I'm going to go all the way to the back. And I'm going to attach to where I want my balloons to show. So as you can see, all I do is just hook that 260 balloon to the stretchy part of my cluster. And there you go. And then all I'm going to do is just adjust it a little bit how I want it. I may use another 260 to attach maybe one of my burgundy or black balloons to my yellow cluster to bring it up a little bit, and continue to do the same process. It's just all about like how I want it to look. Now, personally, the back of the grid wall, I want to have like a big chunk of balloons in the back, making it look organic so that when I turn my happy birthday neon sign, it stands out and it gives some contrast to the back of my balloons. Okay, and you can see now I'm playing peekaboo over here by putting this black cluster on the front of my grid wall. Same way as I attached the yellow ones, I'm going to bring that to the front, hook it into my cluster, and there you go. It's not that hard. You just got to figure out a pattern, what you want. I'm going to build onto this even more. I don't want it to be so much of like a little zigzag. I want it like a big statement piece, so I'm just going to add on to them. All I use my stretchy balloons and continue to add more balloons to the back, securing them together to other clusters. And that's pretty much what I will be doing. Okay, you guys, so I still have more balloons to build my garland with, but I decided to take a break and start adding some of my props. Sometimes before I add more balloons, I need to know where everything's gonna go and fit so that I don't poke balloons or they're not in the way. In this case, I decided to stack two of my crates, wooden crates, and place my witch's hat on top. Now, I'm toying around with the idea of leaving it like that. I want to highlight that it is very important that there is a place for the person that's, you know, um, the birthday girl or the person that's been celebrated to stand somewhere. And I'll be honest with you, there's been times where I've done setups for people and they stand right in front of everything and they cover everything. So now I'm being mindful about it. So I left a space in between the wooden crates and the garland right in front of that brick wall so that my sister can stand in front of it and she doesn't cover the setup. Like she becomes part of the setup. Does that make any sense? Like I know this comes with like time and knowing like okay, as beautiful as your piece is, your display, sometimes people you have to give them somewhere so that they can stand in front of it because that's the whole point, right? They want to take pictures with the balloons, the setup, and it just doesn't make sense that you spend so much time prepping something for them to just stand in front of it and cover it. So they want to be included, and that's why I'm leaving sort of that space in between the two. Um, Hint why I place those boxes more towards the grid wall because she's not going to be standing right in front of the happy birthday sign and blocking it. So I kind of have to like be strategic with my setups moving forward, but it's a learning progress, you guys. You know, here I happen to have the time to play around. Um, so I also want to show you this. This is like a wooden little circle that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I plan on hanging it there with some fish line and put in the 9 3/4 signed. Okay, so as you can see, I added more stuff. I placed some of the spiders on my wooden crates. I also added this like trunk of books that I had from Harry Potter and hang my 9 3/4 sign to add to my display. Now what I'm going to be working on is placing these letters. And if you're familiar with the movie, there's a point in time where there's a bunch of letters flying everywhere. So I wanted to make it a fun accent to add these letters. And all I did was, well, basically, it's funny. My sister helped me print these out. And I'm going to be using glue dashes to just place them on my garland. Almost like a cascading bunch of letters on my garland. All she did was just went online, grab a letter mock-up and printed them out at Staples. And just so that they're not so flimsy like paper, she added like a cardboard stock, or I should say, sorry, card stock to just make them stand a little bit, add that firmness to them. And all I'm doing is just placing them with glue dots. So you guys, this is it. This is the whole setup. I will do a close-up of the final look for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did putting it together for you guys and show you a little snippet of what it looks like behind the scenes of creations that I do. So please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Leave me your comments. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.